everyone and welcome to my channel. And today I'm gonna take you with us to visit Statue of Liberty. It's a bit of a walk from the parking lot to the terminal where you pick up tickets. It's right there. And parking is $8 for a day. You know, usually tourists visit more places around the city than people who live here. So I decided to start taking kids to major attractions from time to time so they get to see them as well. I've been to Statue of Liberty myself, but more than 20 years ago. It was before I moved to the US. But I've never walked up the crown. And for the crown you need to make an advance reservation 3, 4, 6 months in advance. Right now it's July, today is July 3rd. And I reserved these tickets at the end of March. Nice view of downtown, World Financial Center. Alright, so this is where you pick up the tickets. Here's an old train station that used to serve immigrants who arrived at Ellis Island. It was closed in the 60s. And yes, we are in New Jersey. There are two ways to get to Statue of Liberty, from downtown New York and from New Jersey. So we are on New Jersey side. We went through metal detectors and now walking to the ferry. It's 85 Fahrenheit right now. It's super hot, humid, and there is no shade here. It looks like we have to wait for another boat. You want to go to another level? Let's go. Ellis Island National Museum of Immigration. The registry room nearly every day for over 2 decades, 1900 to 24, the registry room was filled with new arrivals waiting to be inspected and registered by immigration service officers. There are a bunch of small rooms with exhibits where you can learn about Ellis Island history and what immigrants went through when they first arrived. Ellis Island was America's busiest immigration station from 1892 to 1954. Over 12 million immigrants passed through its doors, most arriving by boat from Europe. In early 1900s, many came from Italy, Ireland, Russia, and Poland, fleeing poverty, war, or persecution. When they arrived, immigrants had to pass medical exams. Doctors checked for diseases, mental illnesses, or disabilities. Officials also tested reading skills. Immigrants had to prove they could read in their own language, not necessarily in English. Some were also given IQ puzzle-based tests, which were often confusing and unfair. To enter the US, immigrants had to show they had at least $25, enough to support themselves until they found work. But not everyone welcomed them. Groups like KKK and the American Protective Association pushed to limit immigration, fearing newcomers would take jobs or change American culture. And if you're planning to go up to the crown, you need to leave all of your belongings in the locker outside of the statue. Only small water bottles are allowed. Lockers are coin-based. They take 1 quarter or 25 cents. I didn't have a quarter, but a security guard at the entrance gave me one. Once you're done with security check and walk into the statue, you can either take an elevator or walk up to the pedestal. There was a line for the elevator and we decided not to wait and chose stairs instead. From the pedestal to the crown there is a very steep spiral staircase, no elevators, and kids must be at least 42 inches tall. No AC, and it's very hot. And here we are in the crown. And this is the view you get from the crown of the Statue of Liberty. And I feel bad for the people who have to work here. All they have is just these two fans to keep them cool. We spent 4 hours and a half between Ellis Island and the Statue of Liberty Island, and we were only able to see 1/3 of everything. There is also 9/11 memorial that we chose not to go to because we were already tired. And out of this 4 hours and a half, most of the time was spent in lines, waiting for ferries to arrive, waiting to board the ferries, then waiting to get off the ferries. It's always lines, and it was super hot, and a lot of times there was no shade. It would be best to split this trip into two. One day for Ellis Island and another day for the Statue of Liberty. Otherwise, it's very tiring and you're not enjoying it at the end. And honestly, I think pedestal is just enough. You don't need to book tickets way in advance, and it's not hard to get there.